It's time for Lefties Losing It, and wowie, didn't Democrat Katie Porter lose it in spectacular fashion during an interview with CBS? She was asked some rather obvious softball questions and still managed to have a meltdown and tried to storm off the set. Let's have a look at the question that set her off in the first place and just note how unpleasant, how entitled and hypersensitive Katie Porter is throughout this interview. She really is the embodiment of the modern Democrat woman.
What do you say to the 40% of California voters who you'll need in order to win, who voted for Trump?
How would I need them in order to win?
Well, unless you think you're going to get 60% of the vote. You think you'll get 60%? Everybody who did not vote for Trump will vote for you. That's what you're saying.
In a general election?
Whoa.
Yes. You just said you don't need those Trump voters.
So you asked me if I needed them to win.
Sorry, lots going on today. This is AnnestaciA KomarovsK with the 4:44 p.m. 4th Estate News, and it's been a busy news day. So first of all, let me turn that TV off real quick or slow it down because it's just making a lot of noise. Oh, and it's just a plug. Say rabbit. Don't need the mic. So let me go turn that down real quick. It's loud. They just switched over. So a lot going on here in the newsroom. So, I'm making too much noise with my mics. So, this is by the way, it's a raincoat. Look who makes it. Allison and Olivia. Yeah, my friend gave me this a while ago. So, the raincoat. Nice coat. So, let me go hang this up. Okay, just want to put it away. You know how the camera works. It kind of like follows me around. I like to play hide and seek with it. But there's a lot going on in the news. Oh, let me get to the pizza soon because there's a big story about mozzarella made in California, which is now made in Texas. Oh, shoot. I still forgot to turn down the TV. I got so distracted. I forgot to bring down a TV set. And it doesn't like to go down. It takes forever on this old Apple device to go down. So that's the pizza. Remind me to get to it. If I don't, there's a lot going on. First thing, I just want to let everybody know that Governor Ann is, she's hard at work. Yep, we're over here doing the work. We've been up since early this morning. If you haven't heard yet, which I'm sure you have, because our colleagues have been doing a great job of reporting our attack on the sovereignty Venezuela. Yes, which is not, it depends which side you look at it, but I don't think it's very nice. It's two ways to look at it: preventing a bigger war or attacking somebody, a kingdom. Now, if it was my kingdom, I wouldn't appreciate it. So, but things happen for a reason, and I'm sure there's one here too. And just to show you, this is CNN's coverage, ongoing coverage of what's going on out there in Venezuela. And really, it comes down to oil. They have a lot of it. Heavy crude that China likes. So all these products that you buy in China, they come from here. So, think about that. And here's the United Nations response. Today, you haven't heard much from our colleagues on what's going on with China. The United Nations and the attack. Well, I don't know about China. I guess they're next. There's a lot of concern. Now, people always say, this is just AI. The thing is, it's not AI. I refer to AI as angel intelligence, not artificial intelligence, angel intelligence. Yeah. And it requires a fast computer. We've been dealing with computers lately here at the house. And like I said, it comes down to oil. And if you want to watch the other news, then go ahead and go watch them. They're doing a nonstop round-the-clock coverage. If you want to know what the radar, here's the radar. It's raining, and it'll be raining through Sunday, so I recommend you go to church because my church plans changed a little bit today because of that. Now, we did receive an interesting little email, and maybe we'll do it together. Here, look, Katie Porter. She sent this. Oh boy, Katie. Thank you, Katie. Thank you for... Okay, let's sign her card. Add your name. Oh, gee whiz. 0. Okay, how about 0.01? The minimum amount is $1. Okay, well, that's not going to work out. Sorry, Katie. I can't contribute 44 cents or something like that to your campaign. So, I guess I can contribute. Oh, audio's too loud today. Well, I'm going to have to fix it in post. I'll be careful. So let's not get too excited today. So that's Katie Porter's site. So she's asking for money. Okay, no problem. We did the United Nations. And one thing about pizza. Here we got, let me see if I can find it. Oh, it can't find it. And you screwed up. Here you go. Here. Prince Pizza. Look at this, all these nice choices. They said they had a new one with a potato in it. And they have a place in Malibu. They have all kinds of locations. Look at all these locations. And they got one in Malibu here in town. Here it is. I've been there a few times. Nice people. So, and the reason I even bring up pizza is because we have a huge problem. We have a very, very large problem. It's these people. They moved to Texas. Yeah. These people moved to Texas from California because we were making it too difficult for them to do work here in California. A long-time company moves out of California, goes to Texas. All those jobs gone. California jobs. What are we left doing here? This has become a huge problem. We are very good. Hold on. Here we go. We are becoming very good at being consumers and not manufacturers. An example I have here is a MacBook Pro. Or not. Yeah, this is a Pro. This is an older version. Yeah, so you get one of these on Amazon now for about $263. This one, because it had a bad battery. And despite it having screws to take it off, Apple wants to charge $300. When I could buy a new one, a refurbished one for $300 on Amazon. Exact same one. So I use a power adapter and it works fine in the bedroom. Solid. Rock solid. All aluminum. And so the gentleman of the house did find some cost-effective laptops. He got himself a new HP computer. Well, Dells are good too. And here's where he got his. Let's see if it comes up. Oh yeah, here it comes up. Lucky me. Look at this. So this is Costco. You don't necessarily need to be a member to buy some of their stuff, but here's the computer. I think he got this computer. Let me see. He got a computer. Okay, he got this one. This is the one he chose, which is a pretty good deal if you like Windows and stuff. Not bad, not a bad computer. It's equivalent to, let's say, a MacBook. I don't know if he was trying to make a point, but it's not a MacBook because it's all aluminum, and his seemed very, very light. It seemed feather light, but this one's aluminum. And the way the Fourth Estate uses them, we just kind of toss them around, and they're hanging around in our car. It's just, we don't mind scratches on our computer. It's kind of like battle scars, So, but aluminum. I mean, this one has a battle scar because I've dropped it a few times. Yeah, there it is right there. Let's see if you can see it. It's got a little bit of a battle scar. It'll buff right out. Ever heard that line? It'll buff right out. That a little bit of polish, it'll buff right out. So, like I said, there's a lot going on, and I think you hear some of it in the world. So let's talk about what's not being talked about. First of all, it is in my kingdom, it is war with Venezuela, undeclared war. Congress has to declare war, and the ship was like the Iwo Jima ship that took, I don't know, whatever the guy Maduro guy to prison, and now they're in New York. So, who made us the world cops? The United States is not the police. The United Nations, and they're not too happy, and they're like, "What happened?" And so am I. Would you like somebody coming into your backyard in your country and invading it? Swiss, because they make Swiss watches. Venezuela, because they have oil. I do understand that war with China could end, could be prevented. Things can change because one thing happens to another. So, I often do say this, war then peace. I have said that for several decades, and I kind of believe that because look at Japanese cars and stuff. We went to war with the Japanese, and it was over oil. Yeah, one of the key reasons that Japan attacked us is because we cut off oil. So that was the reason to go to war, was oil. Again, and here it is. And now it's the Iwo Jima attacking or bringing the people from Venezuela to wherever they took them on a plane. So yeah, battle over oil, where we should be working on alternate energies. And I want to show you something because this has been coming up, okay? And like I said, the networks, your local news is doing a great job of covering everything, so watch them for that. But if you want an alternate view of what's going on, I'll tell you, I can take a chance because, well, I'm allowed to. Here you go. Are we getting ready? Oh, I hope that didn't come up very loud. I'm sorry, I hear a lot of audio here. Stand by. I want to be very careful because I don't want to put the audio on this out. Okay, so making sure that doesn't go out. So one thing we did is ask AI a very important question. Probably one of the most important questions that you can ask a computer. And remember, a computer can be your friend. Okay, here we go. In the movie Star Trek, which I got to watch First Contact yesterday, we ask it, does the Star Trek predict Christ will return to Earth? And that's a really odd question to ask AI. And so there is a prediction. In the show, there was a little bit of a prediction. Now I hear it says, Spock and stuff could be, Jesus and stuff. I don't want to get all religious. But, perhaps started by Red Nose. I think Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I'm sorry, this TV too is getting loud. Hold on. This TV gets loud. Okay, so I have another one. That's the whole thing. I have another TV set. In the Star Trek and all these movies you watch, have you ever thought about that maybe it's all trying to tell you a message of what's coming? Because in Star Trek First Contact, they talk about how they have to travel in time back so if somebody makes something happen because something interfered with the timeline. So they came back to Earth in 2035. Yeah, that's not too long. And the reason they had to do this is because they were supposed to make first contact, known contact with aliens and stuff. Well, it's them. By the way, they like to be called them. Not aliens, them. And it was Vulcans, like Spock. And there's a lot of talk that, perhaps, I don't know. don't want to say things out of line, that the Spock was indeed like sent from the heavens to hang out with the Earthlings. And it is possible that Star Trek is an organization that travels among the universe, fixing all the little problems with humans and stuff, keeping everything in order for the universe. Yeah, I believe that's probably so. And I'm sure they have their hand in what's going on here for the good of everybody. I predict something good's going to happen as a result of all this. And yes, we know the Japanese, the war with Germany. I mean, we drive German cars now. We drive Japanese cars, Sony and stuff. We sold Sony our camera technology. Now they're our friends. Now we're making war with China in the Middle East. So is a great World War III upon us? Or perhaps are the angels trying to prevent it from happening for our own good? Because there's some predictors of when all this will go down. And I worry sometimes because I try to play things out for you, but sometimes they get me into copyright trouble. But I sometimes take a chance. And that's a kind of a key thing in somebody, a leader for governor or president of the United States, such as President Trump, is you have to take chances for the protection of everybody. It's a good characteristic to have. And I've been reminded several times of just how many chances I do take. So, for the betterment of not just myself, because really it's not me, it's about the people. We, the people. And you get to vote for good governance. And hopefully you choose me. So I'm going to play this out if it lets me do it. If not, then, well, we'll go to church. So this is AnnestaciA KomarovsK with the 4:44 p.m. 4/5 State News.
There are those who believe that life here began out there, far across the universe, with tribes of humans who may have been the forefathers of the Egyptians, or the Toltecs, or the Mayans. Some believe that there may yet be brothers of man who even now fight to survive somewhere beyond the heavens.